Hello everyone, my name is Tyrone Burgess and welcome to my midterm presentation using Tableau for Bus 410. I decided to do a presentation on crime statistics in NYC for the period of 2000 to 2005. The reason why I chose this particular stat to use for my presentation is because I thought the time was a very interesting period. We had the millennium, we had, the start of the millennium, we also had 9/11, and we also engaged in the start of a war. So I thought it would be interesting to integrate these ideas and see how the stats, compared over that particular period. And I'm specifically interested in the period 2000 to 2005. First thing I want to do is go to Google to find a particular data to use. In this case, I'm going to use data from the NYC Police Department. I'm going to go to crime stat, historical data. Enter the website. This is nyc.gov, and it links you into the NYPD Police Department stats. Go here, you see files for Excel. I click on this. It's downloaded to my computer. I could go to Tableau, click on Tableau, and what do? First thing I want to do is to open the particular workbook I need to use. I click on Open Workbook. You see it says 7 major crimes. I've downloaded these files before. Clicked on here, open, and it gives me a particular data source showing me the major offenses from the year 2000 onwards to 2017. I'm particularly interested from 2000 to 2005. So my next step here is to open a worksheet. Click on this. I could see that I have a blank worksheet and I want to stack the data in relation to each other. We use a dimension versus measures. F1 gives me the list of names for the offenses. I click on that, and I could use F2, and according to the original data source, F2 was 2000. I could click on here, and I do have a chart immediately presented. I could use whatever chart I decide. You go here to this section where it says show me. You do the drop down menu, and you could choose from any chart you want to use. You could even use a pie chart if necessary, or you could just use a regular data chart. I specifically like the bar chart designation, so for the purpose of this presentation, I'll focus on that. I've taken the liberty of making another worksheet prior to this. I could click here. Doesn't work. Nonetheless, I will go about showing how to identify or to rename the particular measure. You could go here to this tab, hit the drop down. You could rename it. I could call this here crime data 2000, and just like that, it's already given me the information of what it is versus the different offenses and how they stack up in terms of numbers. You could also rename your sheet in whatever format you want. You could even get rid of unwanted information. Here you see it says 2000 2005. I don't need that. I gotta click on it, and I could easily get rid of this. It says keep, or I could hide. If I hide, it goes away. I could also create a dashboard. Dashboard would mean you go here to this bottom menu where it says new worksheet, or it says new dashboard. I click on dashboard, and I could import worksheets. This is simply dragging a worksheet. I've already made one worksheet here. I do have a second one, and all you would have to do is drag your worksheet to the page. It's dropped. This here takes up the entire page area. You could format it by dropping the second worksheet in, and you could format it in whichever way you want. And this is basically the generic way, or the basic version of using Tableau. With this information, I could either rename the data, or I could use this particular information from my Word doc by clicking here, selecting all, and you just hit copy, and then you could paste it in your Word document, and yet you do have a regular presentation. And then we could look at a brief comparison here. I'm using 2000 data versus 2005. You could immediately see the comparisons here. In 2000, we do have burglary amounting to 38,352. You could see the difference here. Tableau enables me to easily identify the difference in the statistics, showing that burglary was significantly lower in 2005. Let's go to the major offense would be murder and rape. We see that in 2000, murders were up about 673 offenses. When we go to 2005, that number was drastically reduced to 539. The same was true for rape. Rape was about 2068. And here we see in 2005, it fell below the 2000 mark, and that was about 1,858. You could do this with all the data. And as I said before, you could either transpose this information back to Word, or you could continue to create worksheet by going down to the bottom of the page here and look where it says new worksheet, and just keep adding worksheets to specify the data. You could, keep it generic, or you could change it up. I could use whichever day I would need. I could use 2001. This would be 2001 based on the previous data source. And that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and thank you.